Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Couple of horses raced really well through the week without sort of winning. Thought I'm the Fox went pretty good. He sort of they just swept up and went round him. He just lost his spot at probably a really crucial part of the race, and then he sort of finished his race off pretty good. But don't know what I'll do. I might even freshen that horse and bring him back to a mile and sort of throw the blinkers back on him. He's going okay, but I think he's only going to win one race sort of doing what I'm doing, where if he's a better horse, a little bit fresher, we might be able to win another 2 or 3 races with him. But looks a picture of that horse, and he's sort of going okay, just not quite winning, but he can turn that around pretty quickly. Vahvuus, I thought she went great in town the other day. I've had some jockeys come back and say some interesting things, but Damien Lane said he said she began well. He said just let her slide back, and he said, and I looked up and we're already at the 400 metre mark and they were four lengths in front of me. He said, sorry about that. It was a really interesting comment, but then she sort of finished off. He gave her a smack down the shoulder and she finished off. But yeah, when the jockey comes back and just sort of just says, oh, from the 600 to the 400, bit of pilot error, and sorry about that. I thought it was an interesting sort of thing, but anyway, I think she's going okay. They ran 57.5 in the race, and then and she gave them probably 8 or 10 lengths start and sort of finished off pretty good. So her sectionals sort of on a rain affected track were probably, I don't know, probably about 33 seconds. So I think she's absolutely flying, that mare, but you can't go giving them that sort of start when the leader and the second horse come around the corner in front and they end up winning the race. So I thought she went good without winning, but so keep an eye on her. No doubt she'll be winning in the next couple of weeks. Okay, runners this week. Little Dwelt finally gets a run, so that's good. Hope the track's not too wet, but drawn sort of 2/3 of the way out wide. She'll hopefully be able to bounce and be running 4th or 5th, and just need her to get into a bit of a routine. She's only had the one start and then been balloted a few times and draw bad gates, so I just want to get into a bit of a rhythm where she can race, then 2 weeks later run again. And she goes okay, that filly. She should win 1 or 2 races. Just needs to get into a bit of a racing pattern. Honey Wine, he went great the other day at Geelong. I've got him in again, but at the end of the day, he's got 62 kilos and draw barrier 17, so I really have to assess that. Drawing all that wide on Friday at Geelong on a heavy track, they might actually be coming down the outside fence, and it might be the right place to be. So I just want to go and have a walk of the track tomorrow and see what I think. If it looks like it's going to be a little bit leaderish or something like that, I won't bother. I'll find another race for him, but drawing really wide might not be too bad a thing late in the day on Friday. Monday, Ballarat synthetic, probably going to run young Hostess there. She's going to go to the synthetic final. She ran 2nd in it last year, so I just want to give her one more run going into that, which is in a couple of weeks' time, so she'll go there. I might even back up I'm the Fox in that same race. He drops 3 kilos, and with that run track and distance under his belt sort of only a week ago, you might find he can improve that 2 or 3 lengths that he needs to, so it's certainly an option I'm going to leave over. I'll probably accept with him tomorrow and then make that option on probably Sunday, whether he's bright enough and he's going to back up well enough. But he certainly seemed really good this morning, so I can't see any reason. I just in a little bit 2 minds there, whether to freshen that horse, throw some blinkers on and freshen him, or keep him over that staying distance.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. Something a bit different on the video this week. You'll see a horse in the round yard, and we've just got him jumping over a few logs, just mixing his training up. Horses like people, I'm sure if you do the same thing over and over again, you eventually get bored of that, and you sort of just go through the motions a bit. Where the facilities here at the farm is that we can certainly change a horse's training up, whether that's working around the track left-handed or right-handed, working on the treadmill, swimming in the dam. We can take him down to 13th Beach just down the road, or as you'll see today, we can put a horse in the round yard and have him jumping a few logs. Sometimes you'll need to have a lunge rope on him and just sort of encourage them to jump a bit easier, but as you'll see, this horse, he's got it down to a pretty fine art. I think he really enjoys that aspect of his training. I think even things like training a horse out of a paddock or in a box, just mixing things up. I'm sure all horses are different and unique, and it's just finding that balance that works for that horse. So I think if you've got a happy horse and a healthy horse, then your horses will race really well.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Pretty testing times at the moment in here. Certainly in Victoria here, we're having to sort of wear masks all the time at work, and certainly the races. I think Racing Victoria's done a pretty good job. They're very, very strict and take our temperature and all that sort of stuff, and we have to wear masks here at the farm and also at the races. So they're probably doing a pretty good job to keep going. interesting, you know, what the Spring Carnival's going to be. But anyway, we'll see. No crowds at the Spring Carnival. We'll see how we go. We're not allowed to take horses up to Sydney either. They're allowed to bring horses down here, but we can't take them to Sydney. So I think that's probably a little bit tough on a couple of the better horses. But anyway, that'll all work itself out. Interesting, next week James will show you a few of the horses that we used to train here, and they've now gone off and been retired, and they've found another home. So James is going to show you a couple of horses there that certainly worthwhile looking at next week. Until next week, see you later. Really good.
What are you doing?
We're getting a few bloopers. On the fox went okay. Serious?
The bloopers.
Haven't no luck here at all.